What do you do if your beautiful head kick doesn't quite get you the finish? Well, you land a second one for good measure. We've also got a 6-0 prospect making our KO of the week look like he was born to fight, and maybe he was. And we have Poland doing Poland things. Yeah, I wonder how this one will turn out. But these videos are all thanks to Caposa, who finds all these perfect gems, so head on over to Twitter and give him a follow at Grabaka_Hitman for more clips just like these. What is up, everyone? It's the Casual, Lawton Vierkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we're going to MMA Series 45 in Russia for one fight. Here, we have a featherweight matchup that sees Ruslan Shamsheev making his pro debut, and his opponent, Muradjan Anorboev, only has a 1-1 record. So this is sadly one where we don't have any clean audio, but we are nearing the 2-minute mark of the second round, and Ruslan catches him with this nasty left hook to wobble him, then puts the heat on, and eventually that same left hook sends Anorboev down and out to the canvas. Yeah, not too bad of a debut if I do say so myself. Ruslan strings together this dangerous sequence of hooks that his opponent just had no chance of surviving, and this secures him the win and gives him a nice little debut highlight to look back on. Moving on, we're going to AMC Fight Nights 106, also in Russia, where we have two fights. For the first, we have a lightweight bout between Dalgat Magomed Ragimov, sitting undefeated at 6-0, and he's taking on Alexei Ilyenko, who has an 8-4, and all four of those losses have been back-to-back leading up to this fight. So this is the double head kick one we referenced in the intro, and with just under 1 minute left in the second round, Ilyenko is about to break his losing streak. Talk about a rough night for Dalgat. I'm still trying to figure out how he survived the first head kick and ground and pound combos, but he does, only to be met with this huge second kick that sends him right back down and gets the stoppage. What a finish by Ilyenko though, as he gains this win, improving his record to 9-4 and finally breaks his 4-fight losing streak. For our second fight at AMC Fight Nights, we have none other than Caposa's KO of the week. Here we have a middleweight fight with Joel Dos Santos sitting at a 14-5 record, and he's up against 6-0 undefeated prospect Sharaputdin Magomedov. Another fight that makes it to the second round, except not for very long with this one. Yeah, 13 seconds to be exact, and Magomedov delivers this effortless hook kick that just cracks his opponent, and this fight is over. Just an insane amount of focus and control as he secures yet another win to remain undefeated, gets this incredible highlight to look back on, and this is yet another guy that won't be in the regional scene for that much longer. Up next, we're heading over to Poland, where we have the War 3 for one fight. Well, it is technically one fight, but there's 10 guys involved. Yeah, so you may have remembered or even seen the 3 versus 3 guys fight from earlier this year and 3 months ago when we featured the 3v3 women's fight, and yeah, this is the same promotion yet again, just trying to find new ways to push the envelope. Anyways, here we have the Warriors in the white uniforms and the Devils in the black trunks. And as I'm sure you may have assumed, yeah, couldn't find a damn thing about these fighters, as this type of event definitely seems to be more for shock factor, but the chaos is ensuing and it's not looking good for the Warriors, especially not this guy who's getting his head dribbled like a basketball. And one by one, they are slowly falling off and the Devils are taking over. Finally, after one of the longest minutes of my life, the refs call this fight and give the Devils the win. Just when you think you've seen it all, and then MMA just sits back and says, hold my beer. Now we're off to Fight Exclusive Night 37, also in Poland, where we have one fight. This is a light heavyweight matchup that has Adam Kowalski, who has a 13-6-1 record, and he's up against Mariusz Gala, who only has a 4-2 record. Getting back on track to our first round knockouts, this fight is just barely over 1 minute in, and Mario is about to flip the switch. unholy uppercut to left hook combo, only for the forehammer fist to get the stoppage and leave Adam confused and on the canvas. What just an incredible combo from Mario as he secures this first round knockout, improves his record to 5-2, and now gets to look back on this highlight. Next up, we're going to Golden MMA's Golden Cup Pro event in Brazil, where we have 2 fights. For the first, we have a bantamweight bout that sees Brendo Santos sitting at a 1-2-1 record, and his opponent, Eddie Silva, also has a 1-2-1 record. Here's another one that is just over 10 seconds into the first round, and did anyone order a check left hook?
Sinto cheiro de nocaute nesse segundo round.
Olha! Entrou! Nocaute!
Dear Lord, that was the textbook definition of flatline. Santos, while retreating to gain some composure, throws this check left hook and just absolutely sends Silva down and out. It just doesn't get much prettier than that as he gains this beautiful win and improves his record to 2-2-1. For our second fight at Golden Cup Pro, we have a flyweight bout between William Fernandez, who has a 1-3-2 record, and his opponent, Hoke Jr., has a 3-4-1 record. Not exactly the best records here at this event, but that sure doesn't stop some great knockouts from happening.
Corner vermelho, Roque Jr. E começa, e já foi! E já acabou!
Yeah, the literal first punch thrown. And Fernandez gets sent down and doesn't even know where he is. Not at all what I was expecting from this video when I first watched it, but what a great knockout by Junior as he secures this win and fast and improves his record to 4-4-1. Now we're off to Jungle Fight 103, also in Brazil, where we have 1 fight. This is a lightweight main event title fight that has defending champion Lucas Almeida, who has a 12-1 record, and actually fought on the Contender Series a few months ago and lost to none other than Daniel Zellhuber, who we featured on this channel before. And he's taking on Italo Trindade, who has a 10-3 record. This is actually Jungle Fight's first event back since COVID, so it is nice to finally see a promotion like this, who we've had before, make a comeback, and man, it did not disappoint.
Casa cheia aí em duas disputas de cinturões. Agora tá sendo a última luta da noite, o Lucas encaixando aí, guilhotina.
Olha a guilhotina, vai bater, vai bater, vai bater! Vai terminar! Vai terminar!
Oh yeah, Trindade is trying to get this double leg, but in the process, Almeida sneaks in this ninja choke, and once it goes to the ground, he's got no choice but to tap. What a first round submission from Almeida as he gains the win, defends his title, and is still your Jungle Fight lightweight champion. For our last event this week, we are going to Ultimate Warrior Challenge 30 in Mexico, where we have 2 fights. For the first, we have a bantamweight bout that sees Andres Luna, a very promising prospect with an 11-0 record, and he's taken on Paul Marquez, who only has a 7-7 record. Doesn't quite seem to be a very fair matchup, but hey, they didn't ask me. With the second round coming to an end, these two take it to the ground and immediately start twisting themselves into a pretzel shape, and it's a little confusing as to whose leg belongs to who, but after a few seconds, this happens.
Painful submission, Pue.
It is, it's just about pain.
That's it.
There we go.
Oh my goodness, by calf slice in the second round.
Something about calf slicers just look like the worst way to be submitted, in my opinion. Luna pulls off this beautiful submission to secure this win and really showed some great ground game and patience as this win improves his record to 12-0 and will most likely be on a larger stage here soon. For our last fight this week, we are still at UWC 30 and we have a main event middleweight matchup between Alberto Galera, sitting at a 2-1 record, and he's up against Alfonso Leiva, who only has a 4-0 record, but he's a 2-time Olympian representing Mexico in 2016 and 2020, as well as a multiple-time Greco-Roman champion and 1 silver medal at the 2019 Pan American Games. So yeah, he's definitely got some experience under his belt. And yet another fight that is nearing the end of the second round, and Leiva isn't ready to get a loss on his MMA record just quite yet.
Oh! 1 punch, 2 punch.
That's it.
It is all over, ladies.
Bet you thought it was going to be a submission with all that wrestling talk earlier, huh? Well, nope. Leiva cracks him with a right and then 1 more right on the ground for good measure, and this fight is over. I would definitely say not a bad performance from him as he improves his record to 5-0 and seems to be on a great path for more success in the future of his MMA career. Another week and even more great highlights, all thanks to Caposa, so go give him a follow on his Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman to show him some support, and you can also support him by going to his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And a huge thank you to all of these amazing organizations that continually host these events all year round, no matter what, and to the fighters, winners, and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!